Have you ever felt a fire burning inside you? Aries, a restless spark that whispers of wealth untold, yet slips through your fingers like smoke. What if the stars themselves are conspiring, not to taunt you, but to guide you toward a fortune written in the cosmos? Imagine this: every choice you've made, every reckless leap, every moment of blazing courage, none of it was random. The universe, in its silent majesty, has been carving a path for you, one that only the bold dare to tread. But here's the question that haunts. Are you truly ready to claim what's yours, or will you let the flames of destiny flicker out unanswered? They say wealth is for the patient, the cautious, the tame-bot. The stars laugh at such lies. You, Aries, are no stranger to the chaos of desire, to the pulse of ambition that drowns out the timid voices of doubt. The world would have you believe that riches come only to those who wait, but Baba Vanga saw deeper truths in her visions, truths that pierced the veil of ordinary thought. She spoke of a fire, ancient and unyielding, that burns brightest in the heart of the ram. This fire does not beg for permission. It demands action. It craves the audacity to seize what others fear to touch. Yet, why do you hesitate when the heavens themselves are screaming your name? Picture a moment, frozen in time, where a single decision could shift the tides of your fate. Baba Vanga's prophecies were never gentled. There were riddles wrapped in shadows, warnings cloaked in dreams. She saw you, Aries, standing at a crossroads, with embers glowing beneath your feet. One path leads to the familiar, the safe, the known, a life of embers that never ignite. The other, an inferno of possibility, where wealth is not just coin or comfort, but power, legacy, a name carved in the stars. Which will you choose? And what if the choice is not tomorrow, but now, in this very breath? The skeptics will tell you the stars are silent, that destiny is a fool's comfort. But Baba Vanga knew the language of the unseen, the pulse of forces that hum beneath the surface of the world. She saw your fire, Aries, not as a fleeting spark, but as a beacon, a signal to the universe that you are awake, alive, unstoppable. Yet, there's a secret, she whispered, only to those who listen, closely, a secret about the wealth that awaits you. It's not hidden in distant lands or locked in vaults. It's buried within the choices you've yet to make, the risks you've yet to take. Can you feel it? The weight of something monumental, teasing the edges of your soul, daring you to step forward. This is no ordinary moment. Aries, the cosmos is not a passive observer but a living force, and it has turned its gaze upon you. Baba Vanga's visions were clear. The fire of wealth is yours to wield, but only if you dare to burn through the chains of fear, doubt, and hesitation. Every second you wait, the flames grow hungrier, the path grows dimmer. What is it that holds you back? What truth are you afraid to face? Stay with me, for the stars are about to unveil a revelation so profound, it will shift the very ground beneath you. But you must watch, you must listen, you must follow, because the fire of your destiny will not wait forever. The fire within you, Aries, has never been a mere flicker, has it? It's a roar, a primal force that surges through your veins, demanding to be seen, to be felt, to consume everything in its path. But what happens when that fire meets the cold weight of doubt, the whispers of a world that begs you to dim your blaze? Baba Vanga saw you in her visions, not as a fleeting shadow, but as a torchbearer, a soul forged in the crucible of the cosmos, destined to ignite paths others dare not tread. She spoke of wealth, not the hollow glitter of coins, but a richness that pulses with power, purpose, a legacy that echoes beyond time. Yet, why does your heart quicken with both hunger and fear when the stars call your name? The universe is watching, Aries, and it does not wait for the timid. You've stood at the edge of greatness before, haven't you? Felt the heat of possibility licking at your skin, only to pull back, to let the moment slip into the abyss of what might have been. The world spins tales of patience, of safety, of chains disguised as wisdom. But Baba Vanga's truths cut deeper, sharper, like a blade through the fog of lies. She saw the ram charging through the darkness, not to flee, but to conquer. Your fire, Aries, is not a curse, it's a key, a sacred flame that unlocks doors the cautious will never see. But what is it that holds you still? Is it the echo of a past failure, a voice that says you're not enough, or the terrifying weight of knowing you might actually succeed? The stars do not lie, but they do not coddle. Either they demand you face the truth within. Every step you've taken, every scar you carry, Every reckless dream that burned too bright to hold, they were never accidents. Baba Vanga's prophecies were woven from the threads of the unseen, from the silent screams of souls too afraid to claim their fate. She saw you, Aries, not as a wanderer, but as a warrior, your heart a furnace where courage and chaos collide. Wealth is not a distant shore. It's a fire you've been carrying all along, waiting for the moment you dare to unleash it. But what does it mean to truly burn? To let go of the shadows that cling to your soul, to step into a destiny that feels too vast, too wild, too alive. The cosmos is not a gentle guide, it's a storm, and you are its lightning, ready to strike if you choose. There's a moment, isn't there, when the world falls silent, and all you hear is the pulse of your own heart, the whisper of something greater calling you forward. Baba Vanga's visions were not predictions, they were mirrors, reflecting the truths you've buried beneath layers of fear and hesitation. Your fire, Aries, is not just a gift, it's a responsibility, a sacred charge to reshape the world in your image. But what happens when you ignore it? When you let the flames dwindle? When you choose the comfort of the known over the terror of the unknown? The stars see everything, and they do not forgive those who turn away from their own light. Can you feel it now, the weight of a choice that could redefine you? The pull of a path that demands everything you are. This is not a game, Aries, nor a fleeting spark to be ignored. The universe is a living force, and it has carved your name in the heavens, but it will not beg for your courage. Baba Vanga's voice still echoes through the ages, speaking of a fire that cannot be tamed, a wealth that cannot be measured by mortal hands. You are not here to follow. You are here to lead, to burn through the illusions that bind others, to claim what has always been yours. But what will it take to step into that truth, to silence the doubts, to embrace the chaos, to let your fire rage without apology? The cosmos is holding its breath, Aries, waiting for you to decide, will you rise, or will you let the flames die? The path before you is not a straight line, Aries, but a labyrinth, each twist and turn a test of your resolve. Baba Vanga's visions were never clear maps. They were riddles, fragments of a truth so vast it could only be grasped by those willing to bleed for it. Your fire is not just a spark of ambition, it's a force of creation, a divine alchemy that turns dreams into empires, if only you dare to wield it. But what is the cost of such power? The world will try to tame you, to douse your flames with its rules, its fears, its endless excuses. Yet, deep within, you know the truth. You were never meant to fit, to fade, to forget. Why, then, do you still pause at the threshold of your own destiny? You've felt the pull of something greater, haven't you? A moment when the stars seemed to align, when the world felt alive with possibility, only to slip away like sand through your fingers. Baba Vanga saw these moments, not as losses, but as invitations, as cracks in the armor of your soul where light could pour through. Your wealth, Aries, is not a prize to be won. It's a fire to be fed, a legacy to be built with every fearless choice you make. But what does it mean to truly choose? To stand in the face of uncertainty, to burn brighter than your fears, to claim a future that feels too big to hold. The cosmos does not reward the hesitant, it bows to the bold, to those who run toward the flames instead of away. There's a hunger in you, Aries, a raw, untamed need that no ordinary life can satisfy. Baba Vanga's prophecies were not for the faint of heart. They were for those who could hear the song of the stars and still stand tall. Your fire is your guide, your weapon, your truth, but it's also your burden. To carry it is to know both ecstasy and agony, to dance between creation and destruction, to live with the weight of a destiny that demands everything. But what if that's the point? What if the struggle, the doubt, the chaos is the forge where your greatness is shaped? The universe is not kind, but it is just, it gives you the fire, but only you can decide how it burns. The world is full of voices telling you to slow down, to settle, to be less, but the stars have no patience for such lies. Baba Vanga's visions were a call to the fearless, to those who could look into the void and see not emptiness, but possibility. Your fire, Aries, is not a fleeting whim. It's a cosmic force, a sacred rage that can reshape the world if you let it. But what does it take to let go? To trust the flames, to embrace the unknown, to become the legend you were born to be. The cosmos is watching, Aries, and it sees every flicker of doubt, every spark of courage, every moment you choose to rise. What will it see in you today? You are not here by accident, Aries. The universe does not craft warriors like you without purpose. Baba Vanga's words were not mere predictions. They were a challenge, a dare to step into the fire and emerge transformed. Your wealth is not a distant dream, it's a reality waiting for you to claim it, to burn through the barriers of fear and hesitation, to forge a path that others will follow for generations. But what will you choose in this moment? To shrink from the flames, to let the world dim your light, or to blaze so fiercely that the stars themselves bow in awe? The fire is yours, Aries, but only if you're ready to burn. The fire within you, Aries, is not a fleeting spark but a constellation, a map of light etched across the endless night of the cosmos. It has always been there, hasn't it? A pulse that hums beneath your skin, a silent vow that you were meant for more than the ordinary, more than the shadows of a world content to sleep. Baba Vanga's visions were not mere glimpses of fate. They were a mirror held to your soul, reflecting a truth you've known but feared to name. Your wealth, your power, your legacies, they are not gifts to be found, but flames to be fed, choices to be made, destinies to be claimed. Can you hear it now? The soft roar of your own heart, urging you to step into the blaze? There is no end to this journey, only thresholds, only moments where the veil between who you are and who you could be grows thin. The stars do not promise ease, nor do they offer safety. They offer truth, raw and unyielding, like a blade forged in fire. You, Aries, are that blade, shaped by every doubt you've faced, every fear you've burned through, every dream that refused to die. Baba Vanga saw the ram not as a creature of impulse, but as a force of creation, a spark that could ignite empires if only it dared to burn without restraint. What does it mean to dare? To stand at the edge of the unknown and choose the fire over the frost, the wild over the tame, the eternal over the ephemeral. The world will try to dim you, to whisper that your flames are too bright, too dangerous, too much. But the cosmos does not whisper, it roars, and it roars for you. Every scar you carry, every moment of reckless courage, every silent wish cast to the stars' day, are the threads of a tapestry only you can weave. Baba Vanga's voice lingers in the silence, not to comfort but to challenge, to remind you that wealth is not a destination but a state of being, a fire that grows with every fearless step you take. What will you build with that fire? A life that flickers and fades, or a legacy that burns through the ages, a beacon for those who come after? This moment, Aries, is a crossroads, a sacred pause where the universe holds its breath. The fire you carry is not just yours, it is a piece of the eternal, a fragment of the same force that birthed the stars. Baba Vanga knew this, saw it in the shadows of her dreams, a truth so simple it cuts. You are enough, but only if you choose to be. The wealth you seek is not hidden, it is waiting, woven into the choices you make, the risks you take, the truths you embrace. And yet, there is one final secret, one last whisper from the cosmos. The fire does not belong to you, you belong to the fire. Will you let it consume you, transform you, make you whole? So here you stand, Aries, with the stars as your witness and the fire as your guide. This is not the end, but a beginning, a call to carry your flames into the world and let them burn. If this truth has stirred something within you, if you feel the spark of something greater, don't let it fade. Like this video, leave your mark in the comments, share this message with those who need to hear it. Subscribe to join a journey where we uncover the secrets the stars have hidden for too long. The fire is yours, Aries, but it grows brighter when we burn together. Step forward, claim your light, and let the cosmos tremble at your name.